Kevin, a successful trip to Leicestershire, just a short trip for you today. A 2-1 win at Harborough Town this afternoon. A really late goal from Ricardo Dinanga sealing it. But I think overall, the impression I get from you is you felt that was a deserved victory.
I think so. If Harbour's had one or two close moments there that they get very attritional and load the ball on you at every moment and opportunity they get. I think, again, if you're looking back from the outset, and, we pretty much bossed the first half, got in some good moments, and probably, again, a little bit loose with our final pass, where we haven't scored another goal. But I'm delighted to go in at half-time leading the game. We know that Harborough are going to change the dynamic and the way that they play, and it became very, very direct. Every moment in the situation where they can load balls on you, there's lots of presence about their team, and the way we stood up to it and managed that situation in moments, I think is great credit. And when you get back after being probably as dominant as we were in the game, and you get back into it and take the lead again, character in the group was fantastic today, and we're going to need plenty more shows like that as we go along. But delighted with it. We've not had the greatest amount of luck either on the road at home or home this season, and perhaps in some ways people might say it was with us today, but I think when you look at it overall, we've created the better moments. Ricky's really unlucky not to, when he's hit the bar and it's bounced down, whether it's in or not. Again, it's difficult to see, but I think even off the back of that, if it's not a goal, it's a penalty. The way that he's been forced down there in that moment. But look, that's where we are. The most important thing is getting 3 points and moving on to Monday.
Sure. Mentioned, I guess, the playing surface. I mean, it's a fact that the team has struggled sometimes on these surfaces, but they look like they had got the grips of that pretty early on today. I mean, they were moving the ball very well in that first half. And I know you have to take each game as it comes, and it's a similar one on Monday, but I suppose it just goes to prove that it's there, isn't it? They can do it when they need to.
Yeah, they can, and players aren't machines. That they drop in and out of form. That can happen if you get too many at the same time, which may have been the case a little bit this season, where we have had a few that have not played to quite to the levels that we need. We've had a few more mistakes throughout the course of this, individual mistakes through the course of this season that have ended up costing us. But again, there's no lack of character on today's evidence within that change room, bringing the likes of Reece in that are men that will put their shoulders back and deal with situations. We need more of that, and they'll start to take the younger and more inexperienced players along the way. Flitting in and out and just being that little bit more robust and understanding the situations and recognising moments like we did in the first half, because I thought we were excellent. That's obviously what you're working towards and what you try to grow towards, and it's not a perfect science. You get challenges along the way in whatever form, and have to have enough resolve to get over them.
Sure. Orrin Pendley is a player that you would probably want to have in your side 9 times out of 10 anyway. But was there a thought, perhaps, that knowing perhaps the way Harborough might go about their game today, about bringing Orrin back in? Yeah,
definitely. I think going to the back three. I spoke to manager that's played them in recent weeks, and he didn't start that way, and set up I believe in the second half against them that way, and asked more questions of them and pretty much matched them up. I thought our quality on the ball was far superior in the first period. They change a lot the way that they play in the second. They don't look to pass through around you. They'll just keep arriving on splashdowns and physically keep competing with you. And when you've got to stand up to that, Orrin's somebody that you want in the group to be able to do so. Similarly, Sam and Good, they'll go and win their battles and their scraps, and they were really well complemented with the quality that Pigo and Remy and Byron showed through the midfield. We had a nice balance about us today, and some real quality there in the first period, and delighted with it. It's nice when you kind of put a performance in like that, and I suppose when you rock back like you are, and you go and find that little bit of character to go and keep going and get a winner so late on. Just love it. It's great fun when it happens, and sometimes it doesn't happen often enough. But we'll take it.
Sure. The goal that did rock you back at 1-1. Could hear you from here. I don't think you're especially pleased with the penalty award, but ultimately it's proven not to be significant.
Yeah, I think we'd have been disappointed if that had ended up, costing us the result today, I think. But Harborough may say something different. They're a side with momentum. They're having a fantastic cup run, and Mitch and David have done a fantastic job here. And they've got a strong squad and a deep squad as well. And we need to respect that and understand that clubs that perhaps don't have the history that Telford United would have are still very capable and provide a real challenge for us. There's lots of experience within their group. We've got a lot of good young players in their group, and these situations and these games to overcome are not easy. But delighted, like I say, the way that we've done it, and looking forward to Monday and hopefully a repeat performance.
Kevin, you mentioned Monday, and we'll see you on Monday. Thanks very much for your time.